What's good, Pioneer people? Bryant Cook, and today we're playing Wish Lotus Combo, the deck that I play most of the time when I play this format here at the Epic Storm. So, what has changed about this deck list? Honestly, not a whole lot. If you've been watching my videos, this has been the list that I've been playing about the last 3 months. The last time that I recorded this deck, we had a pretty average 2 and 3 after a series of well-performing videos. What did I lose to last time? It was aggro decks. Decks that got underneath what I was looking to do. So how do we fix that? Well, today I am playing a third copy of March of Swirling Mists. For an X and a blue, you get to phase out X target creatures, and you can pitch blue cards from your hand to cost reduced by 2 or whatever. You know, it essentially does that. So I am looking to stall out the game until I can do my thing. And by that, I mean, I want to, like, the red-white Prowess deck, that's really what we're looking to beat. So by playing 3 March, we can swap with the 3 main deck copy of Peer into the Abyss and post-board games. We get to slow them down. Some people like to play Path of Peril. I don't think that's actually what we're looking for, because if you could tap your Lotus Field for 2 off-colored mana, you're probably already in a decent spot. So I'd rather just have the phase-out effect. I'm aware that protection, whatever, could be an issue, but I think 1 mana versus 3 is just a huge, huge difference. And that's really all that I'm doing here today. If you have any thoughts or questions or anything about the deck list, feel free to post those below. I'll do my best to answer them. And I also would like to apologize in advance. It is currently thundering and lightning here today, so we're playing a very stormy deck. Maybe it's a good omen. I recorded a 5-0 video earlier this week with Pauper Cycling Storm. It was also thundering there. We went undefeated, so hopefully, you know, we can carry that over. It's been pretty rainy here this week. I don't know. Enough of me rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the first match. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, early access to videos, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, such as theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Alright, match number 1. It looks like we're going to be put to the test immediately. Our opponent has a Gigantha the Wellspring, which usually means red-white Prowess. Here we have our combo, but I only have the 1 land Lotus Field. So you'd have to get pretty fortunate and draw a second land. We have a Vizier to accelerate into the combo as well. I want to keep this. I'm on the draw. I just don't think I'm supposed to. We're going to mulligan. Sure. Keep, and let's get rid of the Wish. Ideally, I would draw an untapped green source on the first turn. There's the advantage. And a Swift Spear. Ouch. Draw. Well, there's an untapped green source. We'll play it. Razor. Put in the Otawara. The reason you don't put in Thespian stage is, what if you were to draw Lotus Field next turn? You have to delay your plans, and I'm just not interested in that. The Legionnaire, we will block. Okay. Draw. Let's cast Shimmer, see if we can find the Lotus Field. No is the answer. I'm going to take a Vizier and play the stage. So the reason to play the Vizier here is, let's say I'm lucky enough to draw Lotus Field next turn. We can do some untapping shenanigans. So, like, it's just very, very unlikely. But we don't know how much time we have. And if I draw Lotus Field, if I cycle double Vizier, I could theoretically hit Hidden Strings into Pore over the pages and maybe win the game. Okay. And they flash back the Homestead Courage, still 3 cards in hand. And now they're attacking for 9. I will block. We'll take 3 down to 15. Okay, well, I guess I'm taking 5. So they might have lethal on their next turn as well. Brawl's fine here as a blocker. Let's cycle a Vizier. Untap the Otawara. Draw. It's technically a path. I have 4 cards in hand. I'm at 13. 2 cards now. If I don't block, I'm taking 8. I'm going to risk it. I'm not going to block. But like, realistically, the only way I win this is if they have duds in hand. If you've got it, you've got it. Spike Field Hazard. Sure, so that's 10. I get met 2. Come on, Doc, please. Draw. I don't think that does it. So I can put Lotus Field into play. I can do that much. Slowly grab my sideboard. We'll play Lotus Field. I mean, in theory I could win. It's just like pretty unlikely. We're going to cycle the Vizier, untap a Lotus Field. Hidden Strings is really the card we want here. Draw. I've played my land. That doesn't do a whole lot. Cycle Vizier. Come on, Hidden Strings, please. Untap the Lotus Field. That gives me 4 mana, so now I can cast Pore over pages. Draw. Another Wish. Cast Pore. 3 lands. Alright, we definitely drew a little Pore this game. No Hidden Strings in the top third of our deck. No Lotus Field. Well, we found Field. It was just too late. Yeah, next game. Almost made a comeback. We're interested in the March of Swirling Mist here, and we will board out the Peer into the Abyss. Clean swap. You could, in theory, board in Fry. I don't think I like that move, though. You're becoming a little too reactive. Like, you still want to be able to combo out on your turn. And Fry only hits a percentage of their creatures. As you saw that game, it doesn't hit Monastery Swift Spear and some of their other threats as well. It does hit the Virtuoso and the 10th District Legionnaire, which is only a 2 of. So it hits some of their threats, but not all of them. Game number 2. We're on the play. This looks reasonable enough. I'll keep. Play the Balagad Pass. I wish that I had a blue source to play Brawl on turn 2, but don't. Alright, favorite Hoplite. You got it. Draw. Pass the turn. How much am I taking here? Just the 1. There's a Virtuoso. If they kill me, it's gonna stink. I mean, I feel like they're pretty likely to. Only having green mana here kind of hurt. Now they have 3 mana. Yeah, I've got to be dead here. 4 cards in hand. They missed the first strike, damn it. Okay, I guess I get to untap. Would you look at that? Draw. Let's see what we can do here. Cycle of Vizier. Untap. Draw. Stage. Okay. Let's cycle a Vizier. We need to find a payoff now. Untap the Lotus Field. Draw. So my only payoff here is cycling Ketria Triome. Is that something I want to do? I don't know. So we'll tap, copy the field, untap. Yes, yes, and yes, let's cipher. We'll put it right on the Brawl. Cycle the Triome. Bummer. Alright, we'll play a Grazer. The Sanctum into play. Pass the turn. Reckless Rage. Okay. Now they're attacking. Block here, I guess. Make them cast another spell. No? Okay. I'm at 9. Land for turn. Top light. Come on, deck. Please give me a wish off the top. Draw. This was a painful match. Okay. I guess there's a chance I might actually get another untap. I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's exactly lethal by the looks of it. Oh no, this is double strike, so I forgot 2 there. Yeah, they have lethal. Okay. I mean, make them do it, I guess. Yeah, I'm just super dead. They drew a lot of creatures. Yeah, I'm dead. We never drew March. We never drew a payoff spell. These games, the deck just did not perform. Draw card. Yeah, we didn't have it. Like, there's a Pore, but I would have had to live 2 more turns. Bummer. 0 and 1. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist. Match number 2. We're on the draw. I'm actually going to keep this. I know that this hand seems a little bit lackluster, but we have a couple draw steps to hit our Lotus Field. We have Viziers to cantrip. I think we'll be just fine. Path into Thoughtseize. So we're going to lose our Peer into the Abyss. I'm sort of glad I didn't mulligan, knowing that we're now facing a discard deck. One thing I've been wondering about this deck list for some time now is, do I need the ley lines in the board? And I guess this is a nice matchup to test that theory out. We drew Grazer, which is eh. Let's put the Seiju on the battlefield. I feel like we're more likely to bounce a creature without Awara than we are to activate this Seiju. Land and they just pass. Draw. Wish. So if I can find a red source, this could be the Lotus Field. Untap Sanctum. Take a draw. Another wish. Pass the turn. One thing I can do is use Thespian Stage to copy a red land. Grazer down, rest in peace. Blood Crypt. And a Fable. Okay. I am going to use Stage to copy their Blood Crypt. Red source is a red source. Another copy of Thoughtseize. So maybe the Peer. I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to get rid of Wish when I have 2 of them, but we'll see. They take the Hidden Strings. Okay. They attack with a Goblet Shaman, and they get to make a copy. I'm sorry, they get to make a treasure token. And then when this goes to level 3 next turn, they can start creating copies of creatures. Okay, we will now copy the Blood Crypt, as I've said roughly a million times already. Draw. Tap, tap, tap. Play Wish. Lotus Field. Sacrifice these. Pass the turn. Attacks with the Goblin Shaman. 4 mana for a Chandra. Sure thing. They plus for 2 more mana. The Harvester. Alright. Blood token. And now they are Hellbent. Draw. Another copy of Lotus Field. I'm going to cycle this Vizier. There's some argument to not using it because it gives you an extra mana next turn for your peer, but I want to see what my options are. Okay, so let's copy this. Grab Otawara. Pass the turn. Wait, oh no, I was supposed to play a land. That was my bad. I just punted. So, by not playing my land there, it actually cuts me off of casting Peer next turn. So disappointed in myself right now. Sometimes the tough part about content creation is when you're narrating, making sure you don't lose focus of what you're trying to do. They plus their Chandra and they hit Thoughtseize. That's the third Thoughtseize this game. Okay. So that's not good for me. They take Wish. Yeah, now I have to draw a Vizier or Hidden Strings to win. Because I messed up. Okay. Draw. Razor. Does that buy me enough time? They can use Chandra at a minus, so probably not. Pass the turn. Alright, so our opponents killed the Grazer like we thought that they would. They can copy here, and they can activate the Hive. They activate the Blood token, okay. 3 mana. They activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant. So they get to attack here. They exile my Wish. I'm just going to do this now and be lazy. Otawara bounce the Harvester, I guess. Alright, so we need to get lucky in order to win this. Draw. Oh, I can't cast Pure, I'm at 1. Alright, it didn't happen anyway. Jeez. This game loss was my own fault. That was rough. Real rough. Okay, so ley lines come in. And Niv-Mizzet, we board out the Grazers. That's it. Game 2 on the play. We've opened up the ley line. Sure. So I'm not keeping this hand because of the ley line. I'm keeping it because we have Wish and a Lotus, assuming I draw another land. Ley line onto the battlefield. Play the Valakut Awakening past the turn. Alright, the opponent plays a Blood Crypt. We'll draw. Not a land. Pass the turn. Pathway. Harvester. Draw. Alright, so next turn I can play Wish into Lotus Field. Play the Brawl. I mean, I guess I could keep the red source up, but it doesn't matter. All my lands are swamps anyway. Just like we drew it up. I will gladly take 3. Graveyard Trespasser, you've got it. Draw. Lotus Field. How lovely. Blue-red, we'll play the field. I know that this is a little bit of a greedy line, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to untap. Draw. Holy moly, we hit it. That's the reason I took this line, in case we drew hidden strings. So now we get to party. I can tap the Graveyard Trespasser. No, I'm going to allow it to go to the graveyard because I think this is going to be a Leer game, so I don't want to cipher. Forward pages. Peer. I guess we just get to do it all in easy mode. Peer into the Abyss. There's another Hidden Strings. I'm glad we got to win a game. I was beginning to worry. Cast Pore. Untap. Discard some random land. Make a bunch more mana. Hidden Strings again. Yes, yes, no. Tap for red. Tap for red. We will cast a Wish. We will grab Niv-Mizzet out of the sideboard. I have 24 cards in hand, so this Valakut Awakening is already lethal. Always yes. And we will right-click, save targets at them. That way we don't have to click through all of them. And the opponents conceded the game. Nice. So now we're off to game number 3. I don't think there's any reason for us to change our configuration. I'm just going to resubmit. Hopefully pull off this game win and feel a little bit better about my punt in game number 1. Yeah, this is pretty reasonable. No ley line, but I'll keep it anyway. Turn 1, Thoughtseize. Goodbye, Sylvan Scrying. Draw. Play the Triome, pass the turn. Thoughtseize again. How good would Leyline have been here? Draw. Valakut Recovery. So eventually that can get back to Sylvan Scrying. First? No, it cannot get back to Sylvan Scrying. Yeah. Draw. Page. I'm going to cycle. Untap. Draw. There we go. Green. We'll go get our Lotus Field. Pass the turn. So at this point, we just have to draw a payoff spell, which is how we lost match number 1 by not finding one. So I hope that doesn't happen again. They use the hearse. And they pass. Draw. Okay. I don't mind a shimmer here. We'll play the Lotus Field, and then we'll copy it. Sacrifice a couple lands, pass the turn. I just want to feed that vehicle. It looks hungry. It looks like it's a growing car and that it needs some lands to eat. It's vegetables. Blood Tithe Harvester. You got it. The car gets bigger. Draw. That is the good one. So we'll start off by making some mana so that way we can actually cast it. Yes, yes, no. Play Niv-Mizzet. Tap for blue. Cast Shimmer. I think we want to kill the Blood Tithe if we can, because that can crew the vehicle. And now we Shimmer. Ooh, and a whiff. I think I just take the Pier and hope that I'm able to untap. Copy Lotus Field. Pass the turn. Duress, that's brutal. Although now I guess it means that if they want to attack, they have to allow me the ability to Valakut back my Pier. They attack. I mean, I'm not blocking. Draw. The Seiju Who Endures. Tap for a green. Destroy the hearse. Alright, so they leave me hidden strings. I'm fine with that. Now we'll tap this Lotus Field for a blue, and we'll cast the Valakut, picking up the hidden strings. Create a Niv-Mizzet trigger. Well, would you look at that? The opponent taking a very long time now to respond. Okay. Yes, yes, And yes, let's put that directly on this Niv. Play the Thespian stage. How do we feel about drawing half of our deck and machine gunning our opponent with this Peer into the Abyss? The opponent has immediately conceded the game. My punt did not cost me, and we have won match number 2. I mean, our opponent led this game off with triple discard spell, and we still won. We did not see any copies of Go Blank. Let me know what you think about Leyline. I'm genuinely curious if you think we should be playing it or not, but for now, I'm going to head on over to match number 3. I hope to see you there. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Okay, match 3 and mulligan. This hand stinks. This hand does not stink. It smells beautiful. I will keep. I think you're supposed to bottom the Shimmer. The reason why is if you don't draw a land, you'd have to get a little bit creative with your Thespian stages, and I'm not really interested in doing that. I just want to make sure that I have assembled Tron here in Pioneer. And that's how I often like to view the mana bases. You're essentially playing Tron. We drew a land anyway, nothing matters. We'll play the Botanical Sanctum and pass the turn. Okay. Brawler, are you playing Electrostatic Pummeler? Is that what's happening here? Play the stage, pass. Aether Hub. Long Tusk Cub. This deck was really good when it was in Standard. Draw. Here. So I'm going to play the Confluence and pass. On their end step, I'm going to cast the Valakut, looking to exchange a few cards. Maybe hit a Hidden Strings and be a turn faster. That's sort of the game plan. So right now, it looks like we're going to take 5 unless they decide to use some energy. I'm going to auto-yield to this trigger. I'm sick of clicking on it. So this is 6 damage coming in, and I'm going to 10. They still have 3 cards in hand. And the cub grows and grows. That's a Hydra, so being on the draw might cost me here. Let's find out. Okay, I need to find a Hidden String. We're going to cast the Awakening. Bottoming the stage, and even Peer into the Abyss just to give me an extra luck. So we will draw 3 cards. Not good. Untap. Draw. Clearly I should have bottomed the Lotus Field, right? Just would make sense. Yikes. Big yikes. So I could play the Vizier as a blocker, but that means I have to draw exactly strings next turn. I think that's the play. Cast this Vizier. Play Lotus Field. Also, the fact that I didn't draw a Grazer there off that kind of hurt. Pass. If our opponent has a removal spell, I'm just dead. And they do. They have a Harness Lightning. They've got it. I am dead, and we're off to the second game. Too slow. So I could board in March here. I think I'm going to do a hybrid plan where I board in 2 March and leave 1. I think I want to leave a Peer into the Abyss in the deck. Game 2 on the play. I'm going to mulligan. This hand's slow, but eventually does it? Is this better than a 5? I think probably when we just bottom a Wish. Keep, bottom wish. Oh yeah, we're on the play. I almost hit F6 there. Yikes. Play the Valakut, pass. Aether Hub. Attune with Aether. You got it. Draw. Do I play out the Grazer? Here's a blocker. I think the answer is yes, even though I don't have the land. Because if you think about how this game plays out, next turn I'm playing Scrying for likely Lotus Field, and I'm not going to have an opportunity later to play out this Grazer for value. Or I could just draw the Lotus Field and go get stage. Play field. Pass. Rhythm of the Wild. Okay. Do I want to block? Yeah, like they might have a harness or something, and I'd rather just, you know, block while I can. Draw. The Seiju. I'm just going to copy now before like they could possibly Beseiju my land. Pass. Land number 4. Hydra. So we'll be taking 8 here, going down to 11. Draw. March, that could have been a Peer into the Abyss. I mean, I still think it's probably right to have March in your deck, but I don't know. Draw. Play Pore. And tap some lands. Discard a Grazer. Land for turn. Make some more mana. Cast Pore. Okay, so that was not a very good Pore. That said, it gave us all we needed, which was the Hidden Strings. So something we could do is Hidden Strings for Leer, or Wish after we cast Hidden Strings and go get Leer. And then we can cast our entire graveyard, but I don't want to show them that. So instead, I'm just going to Peer into the Abyss. And that should win. Alright, tap for 3 block. Cast Peer targeting me. Floating 4 mana. Play Brawl. And there should be easy mode from here. Alright, Hidden Strings. Yes, yes, no. Tap, tap. Hidden Strings again. And our opponent's conceded. Alright, we are going to game number 3 now. It's a Mitt. So we've opened up Grazer. No way to go get Lotus Field. I do like the blockers, though. I think I'm actually going to keep this. Turn 1 Stomping Ground. Attune with Aether. They're not playing the Aether Elephant. Ketria Triome. So that's a good draw because it allows us to potentially hardcast our Valakut Awakening. Pass. The Cub. Well, that was a good one. So we'll play our stage. Colorless blue. We'll play Brawl. Now we can cast the Scrying for 1 mana, go get our Lotus Field, and pass the turn. The Brawler. Block. They pump up the Cub using the 2 energy from Brawler, so the Grazer will die. Draw. Another Grazer. Play Lotus Field. Copy the Lotus Field. And we're going to just pass the turn. Brawler. I'm not blocking, I'll take 7. I guess they have 3 energy still, so they could pump more if they chose. Sure thing. I'll take 8. I'm at 12. Draw. Another Sylvan Scrying. So I believe we're going to cast this Valakut Awakening for the maximum amount of 5. Alright, 5 fresh ones coming off the top rope. Triple Vizier. Okay. It's something. Cycle. Untap a field. Draw. Shimmer. Cycle the Vizier. Untap field. Draw. Oh, baby. I think we've got it. Untap. Draw. Looking pretty good. Cast Pore. Love it. I love this deck. It's so much fun. We hit the pier. Guess we'll draw half our deck. I suppose. Make a bunch of mana. Hidden Strings. We'll tap for double red this time. Cast Wish. Find our dragon best friend. Hidden Strings. Always yield. Save targets at them. Yes, yes, no. So I can cast Balaged from the graveyard, or pick up the Valakut Awakening from the graveyard. And that will do. Cast it. Triggers. Alright, so I've selected all of our cards, and they're going to take a bunch of damage here. Trigger City. That's the match. We're now 2-1. 2 rounds left. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Match number 4. We're on the draw. We have access to Lotus Field. I think that this is a pretty easy keep. Spire Bluff Canal. Okay. Play the Triome, pass the turn. Opt. So this is likely Phoenix. Ooh, okay, it is that. Alright, so they might be on the Crackling Drake version. Let's play a Shimmer here, looking to see what we can pick up. Stage is very good. Pretty happy with that. So the reason that Stage is good is that with Wish, I can get Lotus Field, and Stage gives us the Tron combo. They cycle a Censor. Cast an Opt. They have found their land. Well, looks like we just found a way to get Lotus Field, so let's do that. I messed up. I should have played the Beseiju this turn, so that way I could Grazer in the Lotus Field. It's fine. Land number 4 for the opponent. That's a Drake. Draw. Okay, so we'll play the field. There's no way they kill me from here. I'm just going to copy. Pass the turn. They cast an Opt. Fiery Impulse their own creature, you've got it. Now they attack for 5. I'm at 15. Cycle the Vizier. Untap. Draw. Brawl, who really likes it if you would comply. They have 5 cards in hand. Let's attempt to play Wish here. See if this resolves. If it gets countered, I could cast Pore the Pages and keep comboing. But it did not, so we will tap for mana. Let's fry the Drake. Okay, and now we can play another copy of Thespian stage. Copy Lotus Field, pass the turn. Another Drake is entered. Draw. Blue mana will play a Baral. Blue mana. 4 over pages. Okay, so we lost 1 mana by playing Baral. That's fine. But now we also know our opponent's tapped out. Skirt Sanctum. So I can play a land. The only concern I have with playing a land here is Wish into Peer I don't have enough mana for. I could Wish into Leer, but I don't have a Hidden Strings in the graveyard. Play my land. Blue. Let's cast Scrying. Pick up an Otawara. Tap for green. Let's bounce the Drake. Tap for green. Scrying. Pick up a stage. Play a Grazer. Stage. I'm not sure if this is the right move, telling my opponent I only have 1 life card in hand, but I'm going to do it anyway. They cast a Dig Through Time. They play a Coast. And this person just loves tapping out for Drakes. I believe we get to win the game now. Hidden Strings, easy mode. Alright, we're going to cast Wish. Hidden Strings. Honestly, you could win with either Leer or Peer into the Abyss right now, but I don't want to show them Peer. I'm sorry, I don't want to show them Leer. Words are so similar. We will draw a whole lot of cards. We did not find a Brawl in those. Alright, let's cycle. Untap. Draw. Blue. Cast Hidden Strings. Yes, yes, no. We also don't have a Wish in there. Cycle a Vizier. Untap. Draw. Another Vizier. I'm aware that I have a Valakut into either card that I'm looking to draw into, but it just doesn't hurt to cycle first, get a little bit more information. Cast Pore. Untap, untap. Discard a land. Still nothing. Okay, so let's tap this for a green. Let's Valakut. Return the Baral. Baral just supercharges our mana, makes this really easy. Blue, green. Cast a Hidden Strings. Yes, yes, no. Valakut Recovery. This time we'll get back Wish. Tap for red. Tap for red. Do I have another strings in here? I don't, but I also don't think it matters. Alright, let's use the green mana. Tap for blue. We'll play Niv-Mizzet. Cast Valakut Awakening. Auto yield. Save targets. Okay, now we can just put everything other than the Valakut Awakening on the bottom. And it won't matter what we draw because we already have it wrapped up. Niv-Mizzet triggers. I'm also a deck that likes dragons. I guess it's Drake versus Dragon. Not really fair. One of them's clearly superior. I'm joking. Alright, next game. I don't think we want the Grazers, so let's get those out of here. Board in the Nivs. I'm honestly also okay with boarding in Fry. And I think I want to leave 1 copy of Thought Distortion. Side out a Brawl. We'll leave 1. Click submit. Game number 2, we're on the draw. I guess so. Like, we have to find Lotus Field somehow, but if we find it, this hand's amazing. They play a tap land, we'll draw. Belaged. Well, now we have a green source in case we draw Scrying. Okay, they just draw and pass. Should I jam directly into their sensor? I don't think so. I'm just going to pass the turn. Land number 3. A Shredder. This card's Dig Through Time. And a Drake. And I drew the Lotus Field. No Justice. I'm not even sure what I get with this. Probably just another copy of Stage. Pass the turn. If they tap out again, I could actually try to win. They'll get in for 2. Our old friend the dragon. Yeah, like if they tap out for a Drake or something on their turn, like we just easily have this now. They cycle a sensor. Okay. 6 cards in hand. Is it wrong that I just want to like kind of play this slow? We will copy our Lotus Field, making a copy of a copy. And then we will bounce the Shredder. This plays a little bit risky, because if they just like slam Narset, obviously it hurts a little bit. But I think if they had Narset, they would have played it by now. Alright, that's a Shredder. Draw. Blue-red, Niv-Mizzet. Okay, so Niv has hit the table. We will cycle a Vizier. Untap a Lotus Field. Auto yield to that. Now we will target them. Oh, I meant to save targets on that. Whoops. Cycle the Vizier. Okay. Save targets. Hidden Strings. Now they get a Ledger Shredder trigger. They discard a Divide by 0. Strings. If this resolves, I think we easily win. But this card right here is currently a breakpoint. And it did resolve. Alright, so even if they have a counterspell for the first Pore, we have another. We will cast Disdainful Stroke, but it doesn't even matter. We have all these. And our opponents conceded the game. We're now 3-1 with 1 match left to go. Let's see if we can finish strong with a 4-1. Want early access to articles at theepicstorm.com? Become a member of our Patreon to get articles 7 days early, on top of other sweet benefits, and help us pay our website team. You can sign up at patreon.com/theepicstorm. The 5th and final match, we're on the draw. I think that this is a pretty easy keep. Let's see what happens. Layer the Hydra. Mono green is not a good matchup for us. Mono green's actually been falling off according to the Goldfish results. That said, our opponent's playing it, and it's not a great matchup. Like, I think I'm probably less than 25% to win, if they actually are on mono green. That's a Carotid. Alright, so we have the stage. I guess I should get the most information possible. Let's Shimmer first. We found Field, that's good. Pass the turn. Nykthos. For a Wolf Willow. And Kiora. Draw. The Seiju here was actually really good. Okay, I'm just going to pass. So this way, if our opponent plays Karn into Damping Sphere, I can answer it and copy my Lotus Field. They cast an Elvish Mystic. 3 cards left in hand. Yora untaps the Wolf Willow. Animates Lair of the Hydra. I guess we'll block. I mean, I don't need this Grazer, so it's pretty free. Do you have Beseiju in hand? This feels like they might. I mean, I wasn't playing around it because I was trying to keep up my own. They do have the Beseiju. Yeah, I got punished for trying to play around Karn. Grab the Triome. Yeah, I think it's probably the Triome. Okay. Draw. Pick up the stage. Play it again. Pass the turn. Nykthos for a bunch of mana. That is a large Hydra. We will gladly take 8. Okay, so I'm going to use Vizier to untap the Lotus Field, so that way I can cast the Valakut Awakening on the end step. Having Vizier on your combo turn is really nice, and we're aiming to win next turn, but I need a little bit more help setting up. I'm actually going to get rid of Wish here, too. I just need to hit a Hidden Strings. Alright, so we will draw 4. Yeah. Draw. Another Pore over Pages. Let's start off by copying the Vizier. Untap. Draw. Another stage. Alright, I think we're just supposed to cast Pore here. Discard the extra copy of stage. Let's cycle. Untap, draw. Another stage. I had 1 more mana. Okay, cast Pore. There's the strings. I don't know if that does it. I can play a land. Copy the Lotus Field. Strings, untap, untap. Okay, no. So now we have 7 mana, but you really need 9. That's the magic number here. And that strings will do. Discard a Shimmer. Blue, blue. Strings. Okay. Here into the Abyss. This is only going to be like a draw 16. It's not going to be as good. Alright, so we have 5 available mana. 6 mana with the Vizier. Cycle. Untap. Still 16 cards in deck. What's the line? So I have Brawl, but I don't think Brawl actually does anything meaningful here. Yeah, it doesn't. Apparently I was supposed to Wish into Leer. That would have been better, I guess. Maybe I messed up. 1 hidden strings, 2 hidden strings. I still have 2 strings in the deck. Play Brawl. Shimmer, and I know they're not on the bottom 4. Oh no. I can't even cast this Pore. Am I just dead? I also just made another mistake. So I could have Valakut Awakening the unknown cards and had mana up. So I just messed this up multiple ways. That's disappointing. Alright, we're going to clean up. I don't think, as long as I can untap, I think we'll be fine. And I have the Otawara. Okay. Maybe I'll get rid of the Brawl. Probably could have gotten rid of the Pier. I don't need that. 5 mana, 6 mana. You have an Elvish Mystic, that's fine. Activate Lair of the Hydra. Down for triple blue. Otawara the Hydra. Block. Okay, so we get another opportunity to try to win here. Play Lear. Alright, Hidden Strings, untap, untap. Yes, yes, no. Hidden Strings again. Yes, yes. Sure, we'll Cypher onto the Brawl, I guess. Tap the Triumph for a red, we'll cast Wish. Play Niv-Mizzet. We have 13 cards left in deck. Just something important to think about here. Save targets, all at them. Untap, untap. Discard the Grazer. They'll take 3. Make some more mana. So when you're really low on cards like this, something you can do, and it might seem a little cheeky, and that's fine, is you can target your opponent with Pier and half their life total. You can also just double Valakut Awakening. Let's cast the Awakening from the graveyard so they don't know how many cards we have. Put all these back. Any order? Alright, I managed to get game 1 of the unwinnable matchup. Feeling kind of fortunate there, especially with my bad misplay. I don't even know if I'm supposed to board in this matchup. I don't think so. I'm just going to resubmit. Game 2 on the draw. We have access to Lotus Field. And we have a stage. I think we're supposed to keep this, but I do not love it. For one, Oath of Nissa. Old Growth Troll. Okay. Draw. Balagad Recovery, pass the turn. Next turn we can play 2 lands, so probably the Recovery plus Ketria Triome off of the Grazer. And then we can play Wish into Lotus Field the turn after. White cards, what are those doing? Alright, Grazer. Put the Triome into play, pass the turn. I'm not used to seeing white in this deck. Fiora, no activation. So this gets Lotus Field, so now I can save Wish. Grab a Lotus Field. Grazer, put the Lotus Field onto the table, sacrifice the 2 Balagads. So if I draw Hidden Strings, I could try to win on my turn, but that's pretty much the only draw that does it. 5 mana. Parun the Great Creator. 1 mana floating. For a Needle. The Needle can name stage here. Yep. Brawl. Okay, Brawl's fine. Play Brawl. And let's cast Pore. What's the line here? So I have Wish available right now. So I can cast Hidden Strings floating 2. Play Wish. And then have these untapped. That's 4 mana, so I'm 1 mana short of Lear. I think I just have to pass the turn. It stinks because the Karn is going to get Damping Sphere next turn. And I played the Otawara on the off chance that maybe the Pore was good enough. They play a Wolf Willow Haven. They untap it with the Kiora. Parun to go get the Damping Sphere. Yep. What to do? Well, I think step one is just killing the Karn. So I could try to, like, Hidden Strings. So I could play Wish, Hidden Strings on tap, but I can't do anything meaningful after that. So it's sort of a wasted effort. I think I just have to get Karn off the table. Back the Karn. Pass the turn. Untapping the Wolf Willow Haven. Old Growth Troll with 4 open mana. I draw a card off the Kiora. And another Troll that will trigger a draw. I still have 2 Besajus and 3 Otawara in the deck that answer this Damping Sphere. Shimmer's a good start. Let's cast it. Scrying gets Besaju. So you're saying there's a chance. Play the Lotus Field. I'm going to sacrifice the stage in the Otawara. I will gladly block. 5 mana. Cavalier of Thorns. So the one benefit right now is that Damping Sphere locks down Nykthos, so it's not even good for them. 3 mana. Another Wolf Willow. Time to party. Tap for a green. Let's get that disgusting Damping Sphere out of here. Makes me feel sick. Gross. Breeding Pool. I wonder what the splashes are for. Hidden Strings. Untap, untap. Yes, yes, no. Red. Wish. Is it better to play Leer or Peer into the Abyss? Our graveyard's not that good, so I'm going to say Peer. Okay. And it should be cake from here. Yes, yes, no. Cycle the Vizier. Untap a Lotus Field. Let's get the sideboard out of here. Draw a card. That looks like another Hidden Strings it is. So we can play Wish. Niv-Mizzet. Cast the Dragon. Untap, untap. Auto yield. Save targets. Auto yield again. Yes, yes, no. Tap for red, and we will cast the Valakut Awakening. Alright, so we just created a whole bunch of Valakut Awakening triggers. We win the match. We got the 4-1. How about that? Well, better showing than we did last time, although the March of Swirling Mist was not the difference maker that we wanted it to be in the red-white matchup. Well, at least this time, because, well, I didn't draw it, and, well, the deck kind of failed us that round. But if I had to play an RCQ or PTQ, whatever you would like to call them, or a GP, a Star City, whatever, I would register this 75 tomorrow. I'm being very serious about that. I do think it's very good. I would play this any day of the week over the clunky Ultimatum builds. I think this build has so much potential if more people played it. But that's a whole nother story. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it, and keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.